Water heaters suck, man.
Yeah. At my previous house, when I was still in St. Louis, because the house I owned for 4 years there was built in the 40s, but it kept getting renovated and updated over the decades. So I had two water heaters, the regular one and the old one they never got to get rid of. And boy, that thing was a pain to get rid of. I can't even imagine having no water heaters, though. That's worse.
How long have you been in your current place right now, Lou?
Well, I moved to Virginia in October 2022, married a month later. So in November, it'll be 4 years.
Have you checked your anode rod?
No.
You need to check your anode rod.
To be fair, I've been in this house for less than a year and a half.
Okay. Well, then you need to flush your water heater.
That does sound right.
Yeah, you get to, it's weird. We get to a certain age and it's like, have you set up your colonoscopy? Have you flushed your water heater?
Which one do you want to deal with? You have to deal with at least one this year. All right, Give me the water heater. Fine, water heater.
Oh, no, our system started acting up again. We need to replace it. We can't afford to replace it. So I just sort of have to throw parts on it and keep it going a little while longer.
I gotcha.
And Tara would be here tonight, but one of her kitties is kind of under the weather and she's exhausted from having to deal with it and other stuff this week. So Luke graciously offered to step in and help us out tonight.
Sure. Two things. I had a busy yesterday and today. And two, this is where you tell me there's no poop stories.
There is no poop stories.
Hey, everybody. Cheers. I say that because over the past month, this theme of me getting the poo has flooded into my feed on my podcast. My co-host and I were getting poo and pee stories 2 weeks in a row of serious stuff. So, yeah.
Well, oddly enough, we do have a music festival story this week. So
okay.
It's related. So we will get to that. But no shit this week.
That's what I like to hear.
Well,
in life and on this show, that's what I like to hear.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Each week, Catherine, the radio donor audience, go out in the worldwide interwebs, find all sorts of horrible stuff, bring it back here for a little segment we like to call "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And this fucking guy. We have stupid criminals. And then there are ones who just your jaw drops because it's like, how do you not forget to breathe, bruh? Okay. This is from Scottsdale, Arizona. Shake Shack worker allegedly robbed his own store, returned to work days later.
Don't they warn that us like when we're little kids? They always return to the scene of the crime.
But this isn't even dumber.
This is much dumber because this wasn't just a rando. They had his social security. They had all his details there. They know you.
Phoenix man faces armed robbery and kidnapping charges after police say he robbed the Scottsdale Shake Shack location where he worked and returned to the store 2 days later where he was arrested. Keandre Simmons, 33, old enough to know better, was taken into custody on Wednesday. According to court documents, Simmons entered the restaurant through the rear delivery door on August 3rd, armed with a semi-automatic handgun, allegedly forced one of the employees into the walk-in cooler at gunpoint, directed an on-duty manager to open the store safe and hand over approximately $2,800 in cash. He's then accused of locking both employees in the cooler before returning to force them to kneel at gunpoint. He also took their cell phones and threw them into a sink filled with water to destroy them. Investigators say both victims told police the suspect's physical characteristics, voice, and familiarity with the store, including knowledge of the walk-in cooler latch, location of gloves and cleaning wipes, and the layout of the employee-only areas, were consistent with Simmons, who had called out sick that morning earlier than his typical pattern. Surveillance video from Shake Shack and the surrounding property corroborated the victim's account. Search warrant for Simmons' cell phone placed his device in the area at the time of the robbery. Court documents say Simmons, they watched him leave his apartment, drive to the Shake Shack location where he was arrested. So he robbed the place. And then 2 days later, I guess he wore a mask or something and thought, okay.
He had to have. Yeah.
And then he comes back 2 days later and be like, okay, gotta clock in, gotta work my shift.
I heard a crazy story about you guys. This has been rough here since I've been gone. I was sick, remember? We're gonna get out of here. Yeah, for also $2,800 in cash, and then you come back.
And what got him on the kidnapping charges was when you lock someone into the freezer like that, that falls under kidnapping.
Yes, especially at gunpoint with a semi-automatic.
Yeah, it's not just, you take someone away and you put them in a car and drive them away. If you physically lock someone in somewhere without...
That's endangerment. Yeah, that's absolutely endangerment. And destroying the landline phone and their cell phones. Did he think it wasn't going to get called into corporate and to the police? That he was going to... What? Despite the whole going back thing, too, he worked with the people he kidnapped. Wouldn't they know the exact same height and sounding man that works with them every day?
Keandre, is that you? No, it's not me, Governor.
Yes.
I'm Pip, what's not me?
Keandre, I just saw you pull up in your car outside. That's your car. You gave me a ride the other day.
Wasn't me.
Keandre, I literally saw your shoes walk in. Those are your shoes that I saw you wear the other day, too.
Wasn't me.
Keandre, I just saw you type in with your own badge number to get into the back door. You have to have a your specific code. No one else would know that.
Wasn't me.
Man.
This guy. You deserve to go to jail, okay?
He put in work. Semi-automatic, locking his coworkers up in the freezer, flushing, or what do you do? Soaked the phones, yeah. And then came back. He's like, well, I mean, still got to make money anyway.
Well, we got our next one. This is from DC. I will admit, I am not too familiar with the realm of adult toys and stuff. It's, I'm acknowledge it, it's fun. If you want to do that sort of stuff, cool. It's outside of my wheelhouse.
Sure.
I understand I'm not alone in this, but there comes a point where it just reaches a level of absurdity. And this is definitely that level.
Okay.
Adult toy shuts down traffic in DC for nearly 2 hours.
What kind of monstrosity was this? DC does not mess around with traffic, by the way. They will run anything over.
Authorities in DC shut down traffic in a residential neighborhood after an adult toy was discovered outside a fire station. The incident occurred around 7 a.m. in a historic neighborhood in Northwest Washington. As authorities responded to the scene, rush hour traffic in the area was shut down for nearly 2 hours. Officials labeled the item, quote, a suspicious package. The DC Fire Department noted the...
Was that the name of the toy also? Was that also the name of the toy? Suspicious package. Like labeled on it?
The item was later determined to be, quote, a blue and black electronic sex portable pump device.
There's a lot in that phrase.
There's a lot going on there. I just, man.
Like a tire pump? Like the electronic tire pump you have in the trunk of your car? What are you doing with that? What?
You know about inflation, right? I'm not
talking
about economics. I'm not talking about
we're in DC. That you mean the corporate government inflation, right?
Man approached a firehouse worker who was standing near the rear of the building. Investigators determined the man had left the device on the scene with wires exposed. Department's explosive ordnance disposal and canine units responded to the scene.
They made the doggo come sniff it? No.
Oh, God.
Get out of here.
Jesus, what in the world? What? Bro.
Ooh, that dog gets 2 weeks off after that. You give that dog the best 2 weeks of like doggy daycare imaginable. Garbage.
I can kind of understand what would be like some specifically dudes who'd be in the situation to be like, what is that thing? I don't know what it
Okay.
is. For some reason, it makes me feel strangely inadequate, and I don't know why.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm not going to Google the phrase blue and black electronic sex portable pump device to get a Google image. Not a chance.
Don't do that. No.
Not a chance, everybody.
That's like an incantation to open the portal to hell. Don't
Exactly.
do that.
Yes. I'd rather get to sleep this week instead of be up for 96 hours straight. Ugh. I was just in DC last night. I cannot imagine 2 hours of rush hour traffic stopped for anything.
For some kind of fuck machine.
I guess, but it's inflation. And it's an inflatable thing, a portable pump device. What?
Well, there's the penis pump, which I've always been a little hazy on how it functions.
But are they electronic?
If it is, that would be terrifying.
I wouldn't know. That's way worse. That is so much worse.
Well, next up from our burgeoning dystopia, we all know GTA 6 is coming up soon. It is the apparently the high point of the entire year for a lot of other people who don't understand there is more than one video game in the world. This is probably this is depressing on so many levels. Someone described this as life in a RoboCop film, and it kind of feels a little bit like that.
Okay.
I swear to God, this is for real. U.S. Army members are being offered 4 days off to play GTA 6 if they re-enlist for at least 2 years.
The scam enlisting officers really are scraping the bottom of the barrel.
The U.S. Army's 3rd Infantry Division, based at Fort Stewart, Georgia. Can I talk tonight? Fort Stewart, Georgia, is offering some active duty soldiers a 4-day pass to play GTA 6 when it's released in November. According to the division, the officers available to soldiers who signed a re-enlistment contract for a minimum of 2 years between August 1st and November 14th, 2026. The idea is to have a unique incentives program that connects to what soldiers are interested in. Buddy, do you know what soldiers are interested in? Money. College. Money.
Question.
Yeah.
If I don't enlist, won't I have time to play the game all I want?
Right? If you don't re-up, no one's going to stop you from playing it.
But kind of a hard sell. Like, I know the price for this game is more, right? Like for GTA 6, it's going to be a little higher than the standard PS5 game. I still can't. Okay, let's say 100. That's fine. I still am missing the connection of this being the fatty bonus for signing for minimum of 2 years.
So far, 20 of the eligible 130 soldiers have re-enlisted with the Army thanks to the GTA 6 perk, according to Tomko. The battalion is a new career counselor who approached unit leadership with an idea for an updated creative incentives program.
Yeah, I'm starting to think shenanigans, though. Yeah, they might have been added that a part of that, but they signed for other reasons with the GTA 6 infantry package, whatever they want to call it.
It's horrifying. And it's
what?
This is straight up absurdity, and it's horrifying.
Well, if we get veteran health care, so I know I'm taken care of after I enlist, that would get me to sign. Okay, but Rockstar has an extra package if you sign and get a download code for you right now. What?
Well, they're not even offering a copy of the game. They're just offering 4 days off specifically to fucking play. Like, that's like, bro, come on.
Yeah, and also for a long open world game like that, you play for 4 days and then you don't get to touch it again for a year? Maybe when you're off time?
They ain't even offering to get him a fucking PS5, man.
No.
For fuck's sake.
At this point, yeah, just get him the PS5 while you're at it too.
Right. No. Fucking Christ.
Man, it feels like a junior high kid thought of this. And the dad was like, "Oh, that's not a bad idea. Let me take that up to Hegseth. He'll probably agree with me."
Yeah, man. I have seen a whole lot of crazy shit with the military in my many long years, but this takes the cake. This is just depressing on many levels.
It's almost unbelievable. I know what show I'm on, and I know saying that doesn't have as much weight as it, but this feels weird. Like it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, we're going to this to straight up, oh, fuck them, because this story is one of those. Now, we don't normally do stories on the show where people die, because it's not funny. It's not what we do. Right. It's not entertaining. We're here to joke. We're here for the jokes, and when people die, it's not jokes. This time, the lady came back, though, which is cool. However, the fucking audacity of these motherfuckers. Woman dies, comes back to life, gets parking ticket.
Nope.
Parking company has apologized to an Auckland woman after she received a parking ticket for staying too long in the supermarket car park on the day she died and was brought back to life. 54-year-old collapsed at the car park of the New World supermarket in Orwewa.
Orewa. That's a hard one. Yeah, that's a hard one.
Her father, Keith Wilkinson, told Stuff that the staff were quick to provide assistance and privacy screens, but it was a stranger who immediately took control, performing chest compressions when she could not find a pulse. Paramedics told family her daughter's heart had stopped and momentarily she was technically dead. His daughter was then taken to North Shore Hospital by ambulance, and her car, which was allowed to remain in the car park for 90 minutes, wasn't moved for 5.5 hours. The woman received an $80 breach notice from Smart Compliance Management a few days after her resurrection.
Oh, she should have moved her car first. What?
The true audacity of this. After the circumstances were explained, the fine wasn't waived, but merely reduced to $30.
Like Jesus would want.
Smart Compliance Management has been contracted to provide fair and equal opportunity for parking at the car park. That's why a maximum stay time limit applies. Customers are entitled to 90 minutes of parking. Your vehicle is parked for 341 minutes. Having considered your appeal in detail, we have decided to uphold the breach notice as we believe it was correctly issued in accordance with the terms and conditions. Due to the circumstances in this breach notice, we were able to reduce this to a $30 administration fee. You sons of bitches.
Does this feel like a South Park type gimmick?
Right.
It almost feels like way beyond parody at this point for like evil corporation trying to nickel and dime their customers. It wasn't even overnight. 5.5 hours?
I fucking died. All right, we'll knock off $50, but you still owe us money.
We're helping you out with this, you know. I'm trying to think, at what point would you ever want to come back in the first place? Because it said as the bottom, well, we'll pay $30 into your account as well. I'm not sure I'm ever coming back, ever. The
people at the fucking grocery store, the staff that intervened to pay $30 into the woman's account. The staff at the fucking grocery store paid her fucking... And they're spokesperson said they apologized for the additional stress caused this individual, and their initial response did not, quote, appropriately take into account the circumstances of the case. Look, I've worked in customer service before, and if somebody actually fucking died and came back to life, the very first thing I would do is put their ass on hold and tell everybody in the fucking office, because that would be the talk of the fucking week.
And you turn that positive in this nice story into the most horrifying, completely nightmarish press story for your store that will never be let go. It will never be stopped being talked about now in a bad way.
How the fuck do you sleep at night, bitch?
It's like Dwight from The Office getting the parking ticket. He's like, well, I'm sorry, you should have moved your car before you died.
Fucking fuck you. There's not enough fuck you. We are also, I have to go. Like, I looked in the back. We don't have enough fuck you to cover this. We're going to have to get a new order in.
Yeah. Oh, you have to go to Costco to get that size.
Seriously.
I don't know. Also, if you were working for this company, all those nice employees that were willing to at least help out of shock, most likely.
Seriously. Fuck's sake. If you try to charge me $30 after I come back from the dead, my ass come from the hospital and taking that $30 out of your ass. You want to see?
Yeah.
I've been to the other side. You want to visit?
Wouldn't you be terrified of offending the dead at that point too? There has to be something else you'd be. $30. That's what you wanted to milk out of this. $30.
Like, this is the shittiest reboot to Flatliners ever. Right.
Oh, so this is my new life that I live, huh? Wow.
Well, next up, we got this is Aurora in the Northwest and near Seattle.
Okay.
You have to be like, you know, that old joke. It's like, well, that's me. I guess you're wondering how I got here.
Yeah.
Literally fucking happened because there is no other way to sum up this. Because Jesus Christ, man. Driver arrested after falling asleep in the middle of Aurora Avenue with a gun on his lap.
This wasn't Texas? This wasn't Florida?
No, Seattle.
Wow. Huh.
Seattle police blocked multiple lanes of Aurora Avenue North on Sunday after a driver reportedly fell asleep in the middle of the road with a gun in his lap. Seattle PD arrived after a blocking traffic call. Arriving officers reportedly found a man asleep in the driver's seat of the reported vehicle with a pistol in his lap. They requested more units with at least 5 cop cars surrounding the vehicle. After 30 minutes, they watched the man get out of the car, backing slowly towards police with his hands on his head. Police confirmed he was arrested on weapons-related charges and booked into the King County Jail. So
I've made a mistake. I'm sorry.
You had a fucking illegal-ass gun. And you decided, you know what? I'm sleepy. You need to pull that shit over.
That's what I want to ask. I'm looking at the photo right now. That's the center of a 6 to 7 lane road.
Yep.
What?
That is a go fuck yourself highway.
That is also a narcoleptic level of nap. Like asleep.
Man,
How?
Man,
I've driven tired before. I've never been that tired.
Man, can you just like, all right, gotta be on something, right?
Yeah.
But like, even the most generous interpretation would be drunk. But even drunk, you're driving around with a gun in your lap, a gun you shouldn't have.
Yeah. Whether it's does it say if it was loaded or not? I mean,
it does not.
Okay.
These are all poor life choices that you have made.
Confusing life choices too, just in the process. Like, how did you get to stop? Okay, so let's say he stopped at that red light because it's at a traffic light, a really long red light, and he's like, if I have to wait one more minute, snore. What?
And I love how the cops just all showed up. It's like, so what do we do now?
I guess we wait. Well, he has to wake up, right? Hey, Johnson, honk the horn, flash the siren, see if that wakes him.
Well, no, you can't do that because maybe he wakes up and starts waving the gun around.
Johnson, right? That's an order, Johnson.
So you just got to be sitting there like, is he going to wake up anytime soon? Should. Like,
you're right though, because if he goes bang.
Yeah, don't like that whole thing about startling a sleepwalker, that's totally a myth. But startling a sleeping dude with a gun, that is not a myth. Don't do that.
You probably should let him go. A sleep driver with a gun.
Yeah.
That is also the new title. Don't startle a sleep driver with a gun. That's the co-title of this article right here. I'm glad. This is like one of these stories. I do want to hear like the judge's sentencing and his explanations. Like, what happened? Explain it to me again, sir. I want to hear every detail you told me before I pass.
Now, our last one, I'm going to wonder if you can tell me what the event is just based on where it happened. Okay. This story is
Okay.
from Camdenton, Missouri.
Oh. That's not close to St. Louis.
No.
No. Camdenton. It's not the gathering because they're talking about having the Juggalo gathering in Missouri now, which is
it is. It is, in fact.
No, I thought
Yes.
no. I've warned people about the gathering. I didn't know it already happened. No.
Man
Oh,
arrested.
I have more thoughts on this without even knowing the story, Nash. No.
Man arrested, suspected of planning to distribute drugs at gathering of the Juggalos in Camden County.
That makes sense.
Now, you might be sitting there going, well, that's bullshit. They just busted the guy, no. This guy. A man authorities believe was planning to distribute a large amount of marijuana during the gathering of the Juggalos Festival in Max Creek was arrested in Camden County. Kevin Bluntman Jones.
Oh, I see it too. Yep. He's earned that title forever now. He's earned it.
Held without bond in the Camden County Jail on felony charges of drug trafficking and delivery of a controlled substance. According to court records used to charge Jones, the Mid-Missouri Drug Task Force received information that he planned to distribute marijuana during the festival, which begins Wednesday. The task force found documents on the website juggalogathering.com that described how, quote, Bluntman's one-stop shop had been supplying the festival for more than 20 years. When members of the task force stopped pickup for traffic violation, said they found approximately 128 pounds of marijuana in a camper that was being towed, along with signs reading "weed for sale" and "flower for sale."
The second one's adorable.
They state they also located plastic containers of psilocybin mushrooms. Court documents state the search also located laminated paper with QR codes for various payment
You had your QR code tracking you to your illegal distribution? You couldn't get a license with that effort? You just got the QR codes to print? Okay, Nash, this is going to take us a few minutes.
Oh, God.
I'm upset that we didn't get to see the truck, the camper.
Oh,
128 pounds of weed is so much weed. You know, that is massive. But we'll get to Mr. Bluntman in a second.
Okay.
Mr. Bluntman Esquire. I'm sure he has a degree in something. First of all, I rag on all the states in this country of ours. This is my home state. Don't think I'm not aware of what happens. I tell everyone, Nash, my wife, everyone, I'm from St. Louis. I don't ever say I'm from Missouri. You know why? This is Missouri. Second of all, Nash, are you aware that the gathering has been banned in more than 3 states because of past gathering behavior? I knew that because they now have it in Missouri, and this is what happened before the event took place. They didn't even make it to the opening. And by the way, if I'm correct, Camdenton, if I'm correct on where this is mostly elderly people who are in the nightmare of their lifetime living in this small town as the Juggalos from around the nation swarm in, whooping their heads off. They're going to hear that for the rest of the week in this nightmare of face paint and Fago. Finally, before we go back to Mr. Bluntman, this is what I warned people when I found out the gathering was coming to my home state. Nash, you know what a poo dollar is? It's a Juggalo thing. Oh, yeah, I'm back to the poo now because that's just the curse. Got the story again.
But I didn't have a poop story, Luke.
This was not your fault. No, but this is something that needs to be warned. This is a public service for every single one of you watching for the rest of your life.
Christ.
Poo dollar is when a Juggalo, and this is at every gathering and every ICP event, a Juggalo will take a $1, $5, $10 bill, whatever, wipe their butt with it or poo on it, put it on the ground in a public spot, and then run away and hide with their Juggalo friends, get their phone out, and then as soon as someone comes up to pick up the dollar, they'll come out and go, poo dollar, poo dollar, poo dollar, and laugh at you for touching poo. This is not isolated behavior. This is regulated, typical behavior at many Juggalo gathering events. Do you understand now why the gathering is banned just on premise alone?
I mean, I love the fact that the guy just, he's advertising on the fucking website.
I will say this, supplying the festival for more than 20 years, unofficially supplying the festival. He used to have to give out business cards. Now he has QR codes. That's a lot easier and cheaper. Well, back to the thing though. Flour for sale on the sides. That is adorable though. I do love that. I really do love that.
Driving down the fucking highway with 128 pounds of fucking marijuana,
and that is middle of nowhere. I'm talking like hills, billboards, and road. That's it. Jeez. Also, search. Look, yeah, I want to see those QR codes. Someone has to have images of that. Like Bluntman QR code 45.
Well, they'd never suspect Bluntman of running marijuana.
That's how he introduced himself to his friends too, with the face paint on. Oh no, officer, I don't know what you're talking about. And his ID, like he wrote Bluntman in Sharpie on top of his name.
Oh, God damn, man.
Jeez, man. Oh, I hope, by the way, Missouri is not kind to drugs of any kind. You're doing time for the gathering. Way to go. I hope it was worth it at 45. Man.
All right, so what have we learned this week? We have just learned about the poo dollar. Everyone.
Yeah, you needed to know. You need to know if there's ever a festival or an event that ICP's at, do not pick up money. Don't. It is a trap.
We have learned, don't wake a driver with a gun. It's something you had to express.
That is a thing. That is a thing. Yeah.
We have learned, if you're going to die, make sure you put your car in a place where parking is free. It's better for everyone.
Have you ever been in a crowded parking lot and go, I hope if this person doesn't get out, they better be dead. Well, this lady was. She really was.
We have learned that the U.S. Army has decided what really matters to our fighting forces is 4 days off to play Grand Theft Auto.
And then you lose your save, and then you never get to pick it up from that point again.
We have learned that a lot of dudes do not know what the fuck a sex toy looks like, myself included, depending. I don't even want to know what this pump thing was.
By that description, no, I don't, but I'm not going to look into it anymore.
Finally, we've learned, if you have robbed your own place of employment and locked your fellow employees in the food locker,
right?
Don't come in to pick up a shift on Friday. It ain't happening. Like that $2,800, consider that severance. You're done.
Yeah. At what point do you think? Technically, he got away with it though. Like technically, he could have gotten away scot-free.
Yep. He could have just kept going.
I mean, really made it.
But no, I guess he well, you know, someone called in the other day and he promised he'd pick up the shift and those.
I'm helping someone else out too. Okay, it's not about me. Okay.